Hello, hello, and welcome again to the Lost Archives for episode 3. My name is Owen, and I am the Dungeon Master for our campaign, The Tyranny of Dragons. However, this campaign is all about the players, who will introduce themselves and their characters right now.
Hey guys, it's Simon here. I'm playing the character of Wiltix, the lovely little gnome. Don't call him little though, it's not a very nice thing to say. He is a hunter of sorts, and loves going around and meeting people, fighting enemies, and exploring the world.
Hi, my name is Claire, and I'm playing Mira, who is a Dragonborn sorcerer. She's half red dragon, half silver dragon. And yeah, this is just a bundle of laughs for Mira. She's loving it, loving life right now. Kill all the kobolds.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm playing an Azure Lightheart, a Aasimar monk, on a quest from the heavens, and find out more as we go along. Enjoy.
It is me, Jared, the best and best player in the whole party.
I'm cutting this
Most
bit.
important one, last and not least.
Cutting it.
I am playing Emeric, and pretty much he's just an asshole.
Wow.
Jared, you're meant to be playing a character,
In a
man.
nutshell.
Yeah, describe your character.
Yeah, we need you to describe your character.
Use pole arms and stuff, and he kills things, and he divine smites all the bosses off the table before they do anything.
Yes, he does do that. Thank you very much. Our adventure began with these colourful characters in the bustling merchant city of Oxenford at the lodge of the League of Adventurers, an organisation of explorers, mercenaries, and heroes. Members of the Tempest Adventuring Guild, Mira, Emeric, Azure, and Wiltix, were on a mission of utmost urgency: travel to the town of Greenrest and investigate suspicious sightings of kobolds and masked humanoids. Despite some minor bandit activity, the journey from Oxenford to the South Coast Road was uneventful, and the party started to feel they were in for a pretty easy assignment. Arriving at Greenrest quickly shattered these hopes. The town had been overrun by kobolds, bandits, and small dog-like drakes, while overhead a large blue dragon circled the central keep, occasionally blasting the walls with breaths of lightning. Quickly spotting a family being attacked by a group of kobolds, the party rushed in and quickly dealt with the threat. Learning from the mother, Linan, that the townspeople were all attempting to flee to the keep, the party offered to guide the family through the overrun streets and to safety. With some minor resistance on the way, the party eventually reached the keep before the large portcullis was shut. After taking a brief moment to rest and level up, the party met with Governor Nighthill, the man who originally requested their aid. After showing them the town from the top of the keep, the party were asked to secure a small sally port, a secret door to allow the defenders to protect the main gate in case of a siege, a situation quickly developing. The door had just been breached when the party arrived, and the battle ensued with some bandits, kobolds, and with one of the ambushed drakes. With the foes now dead and the gate repaired by Jorvin, one of the guards who accompanied them, the party now stand in the courtyard while other guards and townsfolk rush to stack furniture against the now repaired door. You all watch as Mira uses magic to shape water and freeze the gaps in between these makeshift barricades, sealing the pathway solid. And that is where we left off last session, and we're going to jump straight back into exactly where we were. So you see that Mira is currently using magic, this ice magic, to pull water from the nearby well, shift it in between all of these makeshift barricades, and then seal it shut by freezing the water into ice, creating quite a strong barricade. Wiltix currently stands surrounded by the bodies of kobolds, cultists, and ambush drakes, some of which he killed. You can see Azure is at the front gate, helping townsfolk stack up various crates, furniture, chairs and tables, other barricades to help seal the door. I believe, Emeric, you were doing the same thing as well.
I think I was trying to shoot crossbows at the kobolds as they were coming.
You were
But now we've
originally
shut
until
the gate.
Yeah.
So
until the gate was shut.
I probably wouldn't be helping if I'm being honest with the door.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely.
I'd probably just walk off and start looting the corpses.
Yeah. Absolutely. Do you want to? Head on over. Roll me an investigation.
Oh yes, yes. Get into it, friends. Barricade the door. I'm just going to wander over here for a quick little nip, and I'll be right back there to help you guys out. So I'm basically diverting all the attention over there so I can loot all these corpses.
I mean, yeah,
Not all of
Wiltix is not 10 feet from you.
Yeah, I was going to say, mate. I can
look
see
at him.
exactly
I
what you're
give
doing.
him. I look at him, give him a bit of a wink, and then.
Emeric, mate, you're not hitting on me again. I've already had you try to poke me in the side once.
That was perfect.
Investigation of 8. Let me quickly roll to see what you find.
Oh yeah, find a lot.
So it's mostly improvised weapons and things like that. Very nicely done, Wiltix 18. So Emeric, as you loot through these bodies, you can see that the kobolds are generally using stone daggers, stone tools, things like that. They do have slings and some rocks in pouches, but nothing particularly powerful, particularly worthwhile. You find a handful of copper and silver pieces, totaling 11 silver pieces and only 6 copper pieces.
Cool.
That's all you.
That's
all
better
you
than
find.
what I had.
Wiltix, same sort of deal. You see the makeshift things. You can see that the cultists are wielding, or the bandits, are wielding, again, not fantastic weapons, at least slightly better than the kobolds. And you can see that they've got daggers and things like that. If you wanted to take the daggers, you can pull three daggers off the corpses, which you can throw if you so desire. So you find 3 daggers. You find a short sword as well if you wanted to keep that. Their armor is mostly leather armor. It doesn't look to be any more protective than what you're currently wearing. You, in addition to that, find some coins and some supplies equaling roughly 4 gold, 8 silver, and 22 copper. So 4 gold, 8 silver, 22 copper.
Rolling in the copper.
Blimey, I was looking at the wrong bloody corpses there, Wiltix.
That's all right, mate. I'll make sure I clean up whatever you leave behind.
Oh, thanks there, friend. You little cheeky bastard.
Should we go join the other guys at helping seal up what's left of the door?
Yeah. I guess I'll go the most important role of all. I think I might supervise. That's a good idea.
Oh, I got a bloody middle manager. Always the most helpful member of a team.
Oh, how are we going there, friends? Are we doing well over here?
So as you two head back over, Azure and Mira, what would you two like to be doing during this period? So while these guys are going through looting corpses, desecrating corpses, potato, what would you two like to be doing?
So I was holding the door, if I remember correctly, in a so that it could be fixed.
That's
Is that
exactly
all
right.
done?
Yes, it is completely
So,
repaired.
okay.
And on top of that, the townsfolk have now, there's some members of the guard and some townsfolk who've rushed out and are now stacking a makeshift barricade in front of the door. And then Mira has used magic to shape water through the gaps and then freeze it solid into ice to help really seal this gate shut. Looking at it, you reckon that unless someone else has the same sort of magic that Mira has to change water and shape it, no one's getting through this anytime soon.
Okay. I kind of want to look for any other weak points that they can get through.
Absolutely.
Is there any way they could scale the wall? Or
You can make a perception or an investigation check, your choice.
I think he might go perception because it's just what I think he's gonna knew it.
21.
Yeah.
As you look across and you examine the walls and the gate itself, the gate, now that it has been sealed shut and has been repaired, Jorvin was using magic to repair it, and then Mira has now sealed it. You don't think anyone's getting through this gate unless they have some substantial firepower. A battering ram would probably be required to get through this, and it would require quite a bit of strength from the people trying to knock it down. You can see that the walls of the keep are very well made. It's going to be very tricky for something to climb up the side unless it is incredibly proficient at climbing. With your perception of 21, you spot there are sections of the walls that look like perhaps something that was very naturally adept at climbing. Say perhaps a lizard, a giant lizard, might be able to climb over the walls given the right circumstances, and if it wasn't spotted and was able to climb over, if it was able to get up to the wall without being spotted and was able to climb up the wall without being spotted, would probably be able to get over without too much difficulty. Just with such a high perception, and you remember that you spotted those giant lizards before that some of these bandits and attackers were riding. That's what you spoke.
Is there a guard or something? Is someone around?
Yeah, there's guards all around you, and also Jorvim is currently the guard who escorted you down here and assisted during the battle. He's currently talking to Mira at this point.
Ah, Jorvin! I call him over, or I walk over to him.
Perfect. Yeah. As you head over, Mira, what did you want to be doing while Azure was doing this and Emeric and Wiltix were raiding bodies?
I think Mira would be going along the wall, just holding out her silver hand and just really concentrating on what she's doing. And you can see that despite how hard she's kind of working to concentrate, she's just got a little smile. She's just enjoying the flow of the water through her fingers, feeling the energy and the power.
Yeah, absolutely. While you're doing this, Jorvim looks over and watches you and goes, "Some pretty powerful magic that you're using there."
It's all self-taught.
Could I learn that, do you think?
I don't know. Are you a magical user?
Well, yes, I used mending to help seal the gate.
Oh, yes, of course. But I meant, is your magic learnt, or does it come from within?
From within. It was naturally gifted.
As am I.
I can see that you are, I'm guessing, some sort of dragon sorcerer.
Yes, I am. I have the blood of an ancient red dragon in my veins, and gives me this interesting, pattern on my scales.
Unique look, absolutely. I am uncontrolled magic. I believe they call it wild magic.
Mira kind of does a double take. And
yes, the magic that flows through me is powerful, but not entirely under my control. Occasionally, I lose focus, and the magic does strange things. One time, I was attempting to levitate a friend, and I turned into a pot plant. It's at this point that the rest of you all walk over as you hear him say that sentence. Yes, for about
That's on wild.
About a minute. Yes, it was a very unique experience.
Can you turn me into a pot plant, friend? Can you do it right now? That'd be a pretty cool party trick.
Oh, I wish that I could.
What the hell have I done to you? I am nothing but a paragon of good.
You just asked if I could do that, and I'm telling you that I wish that I could, but I'm unable to. It's not something that I have control over.
Oh, I thought you were having a little dig at me. Call me an asshole or something. I didn't think that was very nice or called for, if I'm being honest.
But I didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, good point. I guess you're right there, eh?
Yes, well, I'm sure that you four must be busy.
Thank you for your help, friend. We did this together.
Thank you. No, I would not have been able to survive this, let alone seal the gate before more could come through.
So are there any other flash points that we need to address?
Yes, Jorvin. There's I've noticed some spots where some of these lizard folk could get through if they do start climbing the wall.
Lizard?
Out to him.
You've seen...
Good attention to detail, Azure. Where?
I kind of point them out as
Yeah, as you point them out, Jorvim sort of looks a sort of concerned expression flitting across his face, brow sort of furrowed. Well, this is very serious. This was who would have expected bandits and ruffians to be arriving in town riding on giant lizards? That was not something we were prepared for. I will inform the governor immediately, and hopefully he can address this. I'm not quite sure what we could do. Maybe some sort of, oil over the sides?
Well, I think you should definitely get some archers up there to at least watch them while you decide on what you're going to do.
There is one issue with the archers, and as he sort of starts saying that, you again hear the roar of the dragon above as it wheels overhead. Yes, that could potentially make them a target for the dragon.
Yes, that dragon is definitely a problem.
Yes,
that we might need to deal with.
Oh yes, that's just about sums up a dragon is a bit of a problem. Yes.
Just a small problem.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, a small problem.
Where else? What's the next step? Are we to reinforce the keep?
Well, personally, if it were me, I would very much like to find a way out of the keep and make sure there are no further townsfolk. Now that we have sealed the main gates, Anyone who is out there is trapped out there with those creatures and those men. And women. But I would really appreciate if you could find some way out of the keep. I know that there is a passageway heading down into the lower sewers. Obviously, waste and water needs to find a way out of the keep. It's where the well is also located as well. I believe Castellan, one of the stewards, he may be able to help you. He's the master of the keep. He may be able to help you find a way out of the keep and locate anyone else who is lost or abandoned in town. That's just what I would do. It's not necessarily what you have to do. You can always speak to the governor. He's going to govern and lead you in.
Well, pretty much wherever there's combat, I'll be there, so either. I guess we should have a little talk to this governor and see what our cards are.
I mean, look, you've chosen, if you're out of combat, a raid on our town is certainly the perfect place to be. I'm sure you will find yourself fulfilled.
Yeah, I definitely reckon we could have a bit of fun there.
Well, you know the way back up to the top. We just came from there. That was where we were, speaking to the governor. He will still be up there, I imagine. If not, he won't have gone far. It's not been too long since we were there. You're welcome to head back up through the keep yourselves, and... yes.
Yeah, I'm like, alright then, good to see you. I'm gonna walk off.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a pleasure, all of you. Thank you again, truly. I know we joke around a little bit, but truly I could not have done this without you. Thank you.
Well, Emeric didn't hear any of that because he's already walked off.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, awesome. Did you guys want to do anything else down here before you head elsewhere?
I don't think so. I'm okay.
Cool.
Can I just have a look at the bodies and see if there was any like marks or ranks or like any way to see how these guys are organized? Because I still can't get over the fact that this dragon is employing lesser beings.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a really, really good idea. So, given that there's already been investigation checks rolled for this, I'll just say that if you head over Wiltix, you can just ask Wiltix and say, like, hey, like, do you look through the bodies? What did you see? And Wiltix will take you over and point out. There are no specific markings on any of these creatures or on any of these men. They look to be wearing rough leathers. They're wielding fairly damaged or chipped or old weapons. As you look at them, you think bandit or you think raider, desperate people. The kobolds, again, this is a pretty brazen attack for kobolds to make. Your experience with kobolds, well, not extensive. They're generally ambush or small groups they would go after. Not a town. You know that kobolds revere and worship dragons and dragonkin, but to be goaded into an attack of this size, yeah, this is pretty unusual for kobolds. Especially,
but they still look ragged and not well fed.
Yeah, not well looked after. It doesn't like these kobolds have been very well looked after at all.
Okay. But they did say for the horde, or is that just...
No, I'm standing by that moment of improvisation. I'm sure I'll find some way to justify that comment later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we're going to head up to see the governor then, guys.
You're welcome to move through the keep as you wish, absolutely. I'll bring you guys back
let's
to the
head
main
up.
screen. I'll bring you back to the main screen in the meantime. Alrighty. So as you head back up through the narrow stone steps, you pass through the main entryway and the large open area that you came in before, the main central ground floor of the keep where most of the townspeople are located. You can see that now that there's been a bit of time past, the priest has had some time to move about, provide aid and provide healing to a lot of the people nearby. Yeah, it seems like there's been some progress made in helping these people. The guards have set up a series of ladders on the side of the portcullis, and there are two makeshift platforms that have been built right at the very top, right over the top of the portcullis and the drawbridge, so that they can see out and see around the area, and they're aiming large crossbows over the edge. keeping a very close eye on anything that approaches the door. Occasionally, you'll hear one of the guards go, "Oh shit, here they come, here they come." And the crossbow will go off, and then you hear a cry from outside, and then you go, "No, they're retreating, not this time, not this time." Seems to be pretty tense in here. But yeah, you head back into the main section, up the main steps, and as you walk up towards the top, you see the familiar sight of Governor Nighthill, the man that you spoke to before. It looks like he has had a bit of a chance to change the bandages around his head and remove some of them. There's now just a very tight bandage on the left-hand side. His arm, right arm, is still in the sling, but he has at least cleaned up some of the blood that was on him before. As you return and walk up to him, he gives you a nod, and a faint smile plays across his lips as you approach. "Ah, hear that you have achieved a very great victory down at the Sallyport. Well done. Well done indeed."
Thank you, Your Honor.
One of the runners returned to me not long ago and said that there was a dog drake, like a wolf dragon, that attacked.
Well, there was. It didn't
There
really
was.
do much.
No?
Nah, it was pretty useless, actually.
Oh, I shall inform the men. We were quite scared of these before, but
Well,
if they,
I mean, like, in its defense, how would you sort of go about getting hit by, like, sort of like celestial lightning?
I would avoid it.
That was
if
amplified by, like, a electrified arrow. How do you think you would handle that?
Yeah, right now, not great.
Yeah. Look, maybe for, like, the common soldiery, I don't really know if they would have a great time against one of those things.
It's not something that we train them in, no.
But yeah, so, yeah. If you got me around, then there's no issue, but
Well,
I don't know about
lucky
the rest
that
of these. And there's like a guard walks past me. I sort of look and go, I'm not sure about these schmucks. They don't really look combat ready.
Yeah, I mean, the guard who sees you say this is a boy of maybe 16, wearing loose-fitting armor, helmet a little bit too big that he's managed to sort of just prop on his head. And as you say this, he sort of moves his head back a little bit, affronted and surprised, and the helmet drops, covering his eyes. He drops his bow, trying to adjust the helmet, steps on it, it then shoots up and hits him in the groin, causing him to bend over as the helmet falls off. I just rolled a quick whiz save just to see how much this affected him. I rolled a natural 1, so
Wow.
this has to be pretty dramatic for how much this affected him, you saying this. As he bends double, the helmet falls off and clatters to the ground. The guards turn around at the sudden noise, very fearful that something has come over the keep. When they see it's just this boy, they begin muttering angrily to themselves as he picks himself up, very red-faced, bows to the governor, tries to do a salute, realizes that he's still holding the bow, and just walks off in bright red-faced shame.
I just start laughing. Look at him. Oh, that's your elite soldiery.
Do you know what? Some of the men actually join in. And there seems to be a bit of a lightening. There seems to be a little bit of a lightening of the mood. It seems like there is a general, I mean, at the expense of this kid, but overall there seems to be a little bit of an improvement, to morale as you sort of laugh. Even the governor cracks a smile.
I'm just sort of standing there laughing my head off, and these guys. So you just see me like just by myself. Then you pan back to me. I'm telling all these guards around me now. We're all just in hysterics.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the older guards.
Assholes.
A lot of the older guards in particular are really enjoying this kid, and they're pointing at him. Like, "Who taught you to hold a spear?" And then everyone nudges me like, it's a bow. It's a bow, mate. That's a bow.
This is Helm's Deep.
It is a little bit, yeah. But it does seem to be, you seem to have actually, strangely enough, turned that natural 1 into a lifting of morale. Well done.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well played, sir.
Well played.
Hell yeah.
That's how you win D&D.
The whole time.
Yeah, I mean, the defenders are going to get a bit of a bonus for this. That was a genuine moment of joy. They're very tense. They're very scared. The dragon's frightful presence has been having a severe impact on their ability to face this danger. But this moment of joy and this moment of genuine relief and laughter at the expense of another person
It's so bad.
seems to have actually lifted their spirits a little bit. Yeah.
Except that one kid. He is
Except that one kid. He is
alive.
emotionally crushed. Like, there is, I mean, the shame that he has upon himself right now is immense.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my
he just sort of
God.
heads below, feeling really quite
What
dejected.
happens if I just created a villain and he's gonna come back and like fuck me up later on? What, he's done like this training montage. I shouldn't have said anything. It's giving Owen ideas.
Just
He's
writing
getting
this
his
all
head chopped
down.
off
This is
in 5 minutes.
absolute
You've
narrative
created a
gold.
nemesis.
Oh no,
This is narrative gold.
he's gonna come back after a training montage.
Yeah.
Rocky style.
Rocky style, whatever style you want it to be. He's probably just gonna be like that South Park episode where they're like World of Warcraft and just killing boars for like
Montage.
20 weeks in
No,
Elwood
this
Forest.
dude's gonna steal your dragon kill and get the XP for it. No, so what did you? So you're currently talking to Governor Nighthill. You see as Emeric does this. There's a moment of brief laughter, Schadenfreude at the expense of this poor boy. Even the governor sort of seems to be a little bit relieved by this moment of joy. Turns and looks, he goes, "I may have misjudged you, Emeric. That's may have misjudged you. What were your plans next? Where were you planning on going?"
Well, I don't know about the rest of the party here, but I wouldn't mind getting into a bit of more combat. I always love a bit of combat. It's always good fun.
Well, you're absolutely in the right place. I have some options, and I'm more than happy for you to choose where you'd like to go. I have received reports that there are a number of villagers, people, townsfolk, hiding out in the old church. If you would be able to go and rescue them, that would be obviously very ideal, and bring them back to us.
Or
If
alive.
you, sorry, yes, what were you saying?
Dead or alive, you don't really mind.
No. The townsfolk are alive. Everything else. If I had a preference, it would be dead. However, at some point, I would like you to bring back one of these raiders. I would give anything to know what we're up against and why. And for that, we need a prisoner. A commander, even a low-ranking one, would be ideal. I mean, if you can bring back a kobold, that would be fine. But I need something that knows. One of these humans, these mercenaries or bandits, would be ideal if you can bring one of them back, or even better, one of those masked figures. They seem to be directing the rest of them.
You hear that, Emeric? We need to save one.
No, I don't want you to save him. You can beat the living shit out of him. I just need him to be able to talk.
Yeah. I just start winking profusely to everybody.
Yeah, Nighthill will nod and go, no, I want you to hurt these fuckers who have come in and taken my people and hurt them. I want you to hurt them back. As long as they can talk, I don't care what you do.
Well, that definitely sounds like a bit of fun.
And
I think
once
I
they're
can
done
hold
talking,
my
once they're done
murderous
talking, you
intent.
may
Ooh.
silence them forever.
Oh, see, now that's just beautiful, isn't it? Just beauty. Oh, it'd make me sound a bit like a sadist, don't I? Fuck.
You make yourself sound that like I never said any of those things. You said them.
Why are you insinuating that? That's not very nice.
You said that voluntarily. I had no part in that. All I asked was for you to bring them back.
Yeah, I did think that. That was on me.
Yes, well, that's obviously the case. I also understand. That one of the mills, one of the town's mill, has been set on fire. They've spotted that raiders are attempting to set it on fire. If it burns, we're going to lose our stockpile of flour, and obviously we're not going to be able to grind more for months. I'm trying to assemble enough defenders from here in the keep to defend it, though through the rest of the night, but that is going to take me some time. If you are willing to go and get to the mill quickly and drive away the raiders before they can set it aflame, that would be a great service. You will need to defend it until our force arrives to take over, but at the rate we're mustering, I don't think we're going to be more than 10-15 minutes behind you.
We can definitely do that.
I
I have a way with fire.
What would you say? Oh, sorry, go.
No, I was just going to say whatever you can prioritize. I'm going to send guards to the other location, so it's up to you. I've got enough people to handle one of these. I just need you to handle the other.
What do you reckon is the most important one, you think?
The people, absolutely the people by far, no question.
Yeah, but like if you get the flour and the food, and then if you don't save the people, that means less mouths to feed.
I don't like what you're insinuating. However, I do understand.
I punch him on the shoulder. I'm just yanking your chain. I have a shred of humanity in my heart. We'll go save the little kids at the church.
Look, absolutely.
Hopefully the priest hasn't gotten to him first.
Jacob, has he been out again, has he?
Oh, I don't even know that Jacob was there.
The priest downstairs. He can be quite scary when when he is appropriately motivated, shall we say.
Well, I'm going to drop this conversation right now because it's getting a bit awkward for me. I am going to go to the church, I think, friends.
The rest of you, what are you thinking?
I agree, we have to save the people.
Oh, yeah, resounding...
everybody is. Everybody.
Sorry, I was just thinking about what happens when you light a flower tower on fire. It would be quite a bit of an explosion. Yeah.
Explode.
Yeah, it does.
So,
So let's not
Really?
do that.
Oh, is that,
yes,
is
it
that what
does
happened?
actually. So I
there you
think we'd
go.
almost be killing two birds with one stone if they do light on fire.
They want, they
Oh,
want to
that's
keep it.
that's crazy. Ah, who would have thought that
Yeah,
might
yeah.
happen?
Yeah.
Ah, so weird.
Owen,
Yeah.
do you actually have prior knowledge that they explode, and you're just feigning ignorance?
Unbelievable. Are you saying
When we
that?
don't question the DM.
Are you saying that I am trying? Are you saying that I'm being sarcastic so that I can get you to go somewhere that is incredibly dangerous? Would I do that?
I don't know. Maybe.
You can ask.
Andrew is his middle name.
Yeah, I mean, look, one of these three have played with me many times. They know what sort of shenanigans I pull.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm just silently sitting here.
For all we know, there
No
could be
comment.
a white dragon hiding in the flower.
Anyway, so,
God, wow.
It's a flower dragon.
It's a white flower dragon.
It's got bread breath.
Oh, God.
uh,
1d4 psychic damage.
Anyway.
It hits you with bad 70s songs.
Emeric looks at the three of you with a serious tone. So what should we do?
Let's
That was just me trying to be Azure then. What a knob.
Oh, Emeric, you clearly have a way with words. But seriously, let's just go save these fucking people.
Let's get it done. Let's save the people and the planets while we're at it.
It might get you to take a walk past the flower tower.
Don't... Yes. No, what? Why?
You know, as you said, you need to save the flower. Save the people. Might as well do them all.
I mean, I
what do you-
would love if I could send you to both. However, they are literally in opposite directions. The temple is to the north. The mill is to the south. That's why I need to split my forces and why I need your help.
What do we want to do, team? Where should we go?
I vote church.
Well, I got one for the church, one for
let's
the
do the
church, one for the church. Can I get another one for the church? Another one for the church. Thank you very much, my friend. One more for the church. We got the church. Church. Everyone in agreement to church? All right.
Aye, aye.
Sold.
Governor,
Good
do you have any horses that we could use?
Unfortunately not. The stables is located outside of the keep. It has been taken over by the enemy. However, there is a tunnel leading to outside the walls. You'll need to speak to Castellan. He is my master of the keep, and he'll be able to assist you in leaving. If you can secure the tunnel, that's going to be a really easy access point to get people back in again, and we'll seal it up behind you. The passphrase will be Death to Dragons. Are we in agreement?
Death to dragons. Noted.
Fantastic. I shall pass that message around.
It's a little bit racist.
Obviously not...
That's fine.
Actually, that's a very good question. Do you actually qualify as dragon?
No, she's a Dragonborn. Are you not?
I am.
But, like, when you say death to dragons, like, she does sort of look like she would fall into that bracket.
I have dragon blood in me.
Would you prefer
But-
another passphrase?
What about death to kobolds? She hates kobolds.
Oh, I'm very much on board with that. Death to kobolds it is.
So I'm allowed to be racist, but no one else is.
I think
That
the
sounds
difference
about right.
the difference is that there's no kobold here to defend kobolds.
I'm gonna fight for kobold rights. Anyway.
You just do
After
a
we kill them
180.
or before?
Never.
That's post-mortem rights.
Alright, let's go.
Alrighty. He basically goes like, head downstairs, take 2 lefts, and you'll come across Castellan. He's in one of the main side antechambers down there.
Alright, well, we'll see you later there, Governor.
Indeed, I hope so. I'm hoping we can last the night.
Yeah. See how it goes, eh?
Sun will rise, don't you worry.
We have the heavens on our side, good sir.
I'm not
We'll
worried
be
about
back.
the sun rising. I'm more worried about what it's going to rise upon. But thank you for the messages of hope. I do appreciate it. It's nice to have some optimism in this time.
Oh, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelette. What?
I don't.
I don't know.
Not
don't
sure
know
if that applies.
That
Oh,
was
sorry.
profound, Emeric, profound. And I walk
You are-
away.
You are so wise. Onwards,
Yeah.
great adventurers.
Fantastic.
Onwards.
Alrighty,
Oh.
so you guys head downstairs.
I'll head downstairs, but I'm gonna make a beeline for the healer because I had a chat with him and he hasn't. He promised he would heal me, but he didn't do it.
Yeah. So as you head downstairs, you look around. Same as before, you actually can't see the priest. You can see signs that he's been here and that he's been doing work. People are bandaged. They are covered in salves or leaves. There are clear signs that people have been taken care of. However, you cannot see the priest anywhere where you guys are.
Well, I just quickly look at one of the guys that's on the ground, covered in leaves. And I go, "Oi!" And I kick him a little bit.
He's got a broken leg, and as you no, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
I just give him a nudge. I'm not
Yeah.
kicking him. I'm just nudging him. Oi, where's the priest?
You want the priest?
Yeah,
Brother Jacobs.
Sarah.
You see a halfling woman sitting there with a large cut across her arm that's been bandaged up. He went that way. She points down a corridor, where you can hear a voice shouting in Dwarvish quite loudly. Does anyone speak Dwarvish, out of interest?
I do.
All right, then you hear a voice shouting angrily a string of Dwarvish curses, which basically translate to, like, fucking fuck, this is the worst.
Oh.
Can't do Shh.
Well, I actually don't know what that's about.
I'll sneak forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna walk towards it.
I'll get you, Mira, to make me a stealth check. Emeric, don't bother.
Not much point. But sure.
You might stay stealthy. Emeric's
So
a pretty distracting guy.
I sort of peer in and have a
12.
look in.
12's good, yeah. As you look in the door, you see a dwarf. He has a bright red beard, very short, well-clipped red hair, dressed in plate mail armor, with a helmet sitting slightly askew on his head, and his nose is currently gushing blood. Yeah, it looks like he's been punched. Looks like he's been punched in the face, and he's sitting there holding his nose with a hanky, trying to like stem the blood flow, and muttering under his breath, being like, "Oi, that fucking little shit! What a piece of poo!"
Oh. I sort of peer in and go, "You know what you need? You need the priest, my friend."
He goes, "Hey, who the fuck are you? The priest? Who do you think fucking did this?"
Ha! That sounds even better. I thought he would at least heal you afterwards.
Hey, so did I, but the little shite took the keys and went downstairs.
Well, why do you...
What? The priest?
Hey, he's gone outside, he's taken the tunnel.
Wait, what?
What?
He's
What?
gone back
Who-
into town.
What's your name? What's your name?
I'm Escobar. Castellan Escobar, the Red.
Oh, this is the guy.
We're actually in need of your we're in need of your assistance.
Wait, what do you need me for?
Well,
We're heading off to the church, and we were meant to find a tunnel the way out, but now we've seen you, attacked by the priest. We're trying to... What happened? Why... Did he attack you just for the keys, or...?
Yeah, he wanted to go outside, and I told him to fuck off. And so he punched me in the face and took my keys.
but why? But why did he want to go outside?
Because he heard that there were people hiding in his church.
Oh, fuck.
Well, we better go after the priest.
Oh, I guess his heart's in the right place, but
His fucking fist wasn't.
yeah, well, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelette.
I don't think that applies to this situation.
Oh, well, a little bit more than the last time.
What do you mean the last time? Who the fuck are you people? What are you doing in my office?
Well, friend,
I'm not your friend.
Emeric, the Magnificent. No, I'm yanking your chain. We're just here to kill some kobolds and shit.
We're Tempest. We're the adventuring guilds. We're here to help.
Oh,
It
that's-
sounds
The governor
like-
sent us to see you so that you could help us get out of the castle
oh right.
through
Well,
the tunnel that the priest has taken.
yeah, he's taken my keys. I can't be of much help. But if you head downstairs, I'm sure he left the fucking place unlocked.
Why? What did he say?
He said he was going to go get the people and bring them back.
And you refused?
Well, I told him that we needed more men. That he couldn't do it on his own.
That's
And I told him to
silly,
fuck off too.
man. Ah, right.
Well, I reckon we should probably make haste then. He's already a bit ahead of us.
I might have mentioned that his god's a bit of a little bitch as well.
Ha! Aren't all gods a little bitch though? Oh,
If you fucking say that around him, you're gonna get a broken nose.
well, that's if he can hit me.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, good luck to you, mate. If you're gonna have a go
I
at him,
mean, like, look, I'll be honest, I'm not as stocky as you. Like, I could probably dodge a bit better because, you know, not as, yeah, I'll just sort of stop. I'm going to walk over this way now to the gate. Yeah. See you later.
all right, bye.
I'm just going to sort of awkwardly walk out.
You can just
There's
leave. Go on.
something strange going on here.
Something straight there.
What you mean, like in this room, or just mean the whole town with the dragon and the people attacking?
I'm going after this priest. I'll run off.
All right, okay, bye.
You just left him on the
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah. Are we not following? Are we not following him? I gotta get that priest.
Me, Emeric, you have now run off.
Yeah.
It's just Azure and Wiltix in the room with this dwarf.
The
with
honest couple have run away.
It's just
Well,
Look,
Castellan,
sorry, mate,
thank
but I
you.
think we better head off.
all
it
right.
seems like we need to make a move. Thank you for your time. We hopefully will bring your keys back, and please let us
Okay,
in
no.
when we're at return.
Yeah, all right, okay, goodbye. Am I gonna need to send people after you to rescue you when you feel, or are you gonna be a pretty competent group?
We're quite competent. We've got heaven on our side.
Oh, that's great. That is all right. Good luck.
You just pats her on the back. Yeah, okay, friend.
All right, you got this. Goodbye.
Evan.
I just gotta go find myself some fucking like healing potion for my nose. I can't use it. That's a waste of healing potion. But my nose is hurting so much. Great, you guys head outside. As you head down the corridor where he pointed, you can see a series of stone steps leading below, and you pass underneath. Fantastic. So you can see that the stairs below lead to a cellar. There is a clear area that has been opened. Crates have been pushed aside roughly, and a secret door that looked like it was part of the stonework has just been pushed ajar. And you can see that the tunnel leads onwards. There's a small stream running next to this tunnel that has a locked iron grate. It looks like it's heading down towards the river that passes through the town. You think this probably connects up underneath. It doesn't look like this place has been used very much in the past, apart from the priest passing through right now. Yeah, you can see that the cellar door has been, actually, maybe a perception or investigation check. Anyone who wants to, who's down there.
I will.
I'll give you advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Terrible perception.
Azure will help you.
Oh, awesome. That's good.
Yeah, I don't really think.
Natural
Oh,
20.
yes.
Nat 20.
You can
Azure,
see.
as usual.
Yeah. You
Well
can see that the door has been broken down. It looks like someone kicked this thing down.
What?
As you look down the corridor, your unnaturally astute dragon vision suddenly like kicks into like thermal predator view, and you can see that there are the bodies of a number of rats that look like they have just been stomped on and torn apart by something passing through this area. One of the rats has been nailed to the wall with a dart. You can see down the pathway. It looks like it's a clear pathway all the way down towards the edge of your vision.
Do you guys think the priest did this?
Well, he must have. It doesn't seem like anyone's been down here for years.
But this is like, but why? But why would the priest even do this?
Can I check whether the dart's poisoned?
Yeah, with your perception, I'd say that if you pull it out and have a look, there's no signs of poison on the tip. It just looks like just a dart that he threw with such accuracy it pinned one of these things to the wall.
Impressive. Well, he's more than capable of taking care of himself.
But rats? Like, why would you even bother? They're like just little pieces of turd basically walking around.
There's probably about 15-20 rats total around here.
Oh,
it looks like there's a nest as well where they've been scattered around.
Okay, so it's probably a rat swarm. Ha!
Rat swarm.
I mean, as Emeric thinks that, it almost looks like it could be 2 swarms of rats.
Oh.
Huh.
Need to keep our eyes out for more rat swarms.
Strange.
Let's continue on, shall we?
Maybe a bit cautiously, Emeric.
Are you insinuating something there? Are you saying I'm not stealthy?
I think that we might need some caution.
I am just full of tact.
You are.
Onwards to glory, brothers!
You're full of something. Alrighty, yeah, so you guys head down the corridor. How are you guys doing this? Are you just sort of marching down? Are you going stealthy? What's the order of you guys moving? Let me know what's happening.
Emeric first.
Emeric and Mira are definitely in front of us.
Nope, I'm staying back. I'm letting the others go forward.
Pretty sure that you ran down the ran away from our
You're
lovely.
still behind us. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Are we split the party? Oh no.
No.
I mean,
We're
like,
right
I imagine we probably would have been sort of looking at the gate, looking at the rats, looking at all that, and then I imagine the other two would have, sort of catched up to us, and they were also looking at
you guys are all together at this point. Unless
Yeah,
you don't want to be. You don't have
that's
to be
good.
together.
No, that's good. All right. Well,
No.
Emeric, if you want to go first, I can come in after you.
All right, let's go, friends. I start warming up, and I start sort of doing like arm stretches and stuff, and shrugging my shoulders and cracking my neck.
Owen, I'm going to do a stealth check.
Absolutely. I think that's a really good idea.
16.
I'm gonna do a stealth check too, but if I fail or don't do poorly, it's more because Emeric is just being nonchalant about it.
Okay.
But I'll still try one at disadvantage. Oh yeah. I'll just take both of them. That's double.
Alrighty.
Perfect. That's a 3.
Very nice. Is anyone else being stealthy at this point, or just Azure and Emeric?
Yeah, no, I'll try and
Be
past the swarm of rats. So,
Oh, yes. Me. Yes.
So we've got a 20, unnatural 20 for Mira,
Unnatural 20.
which is good, and a 15 for Wiltix. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, fantastic. And so it was Emeric in the front, Mira at the back, and then Wiltix and Azure taking up the middle.
Yep. I might as well go forward and I'll scout out.
Alrighty, so it's you and Emeric at the front, Wiltix, and then Azure. Let me bring you across to what you guys see. Let me just drag that across. Alrighty.
I think Emeric's not being super stealthy. I tried, everyone. I'm sorry.
Alrighty, so as you guys pass through the tunnel, you see that it comes to a door at the end that's been disguised as part of the hill. But again, you can see on the map where this has been broken open. It looks like these 2 stone areas in front have been pushed aside and opened. You can see there's an old lock on the floor nearby that has been opened and then thrown aside, and then this has been pushed open. Looking at this, you think this would take a fair bit of strength to do. This is not something that would be particularly easy. But yeah, as you approach stealthily, you look out. You can see not a huge amount in the darkness, but I will reveal a little bit more as you guys look across. So you can see that the narrow corridor opens up out into an open area underneath the castle walls. At this moment, the stream that's running alongside has branched out and appears to have joined on with the main river, so you guys are just on land at this point. What would you guys like to do? I've currently just positioned you in the very entranceway of the tunnel leading out.
I'm going to move up to here, Owen.
Yeah.
I have 60 feet of dark vision. So
Yes, you do.
How far would I see?
Yeah, so you would see 5,
Actually, who has dark vision and who doesn't have dark vision?
I
have
don't.
vision.
I'll just bring up my lights again.
Um,
Answer once.
we try to. I think lights might not be a great idea.
Nope.
I'm gonna go.
Mira just kind of flicks the flame and then just puts it out with a little bit of snow on the other side. Okay. No
Yeah, look, I don't
fancy
know if
lights.
it's the best time for a bit of lights there, love. I love the light show, but I'm just gonna do this little trick, eh? And then I literally go up to Wiltix, and I grab the back of his robe or whatever he's wearing, and I go, "Guide me, friend, to glory." I think that's something Azure would say.
Are we doing the Ratatouille thing like we said last week?
Hey, I can't see in the dark, and you can, so lead me to
Oh.
glory.
Love it. Okay, well,
It's like I'll probably, if you don't have a robe or anything, I'll probably just put my hand on your shoulder or something. Or if you're a little hat thing, I'll just yank the back of it. I don't know.
Could I
yeah, no,
quickly
you
get
can.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you guys go.
No, that's okay. You go on.
I was gonna say, could I get you to tell me your passive perceptions, please?
11.
14.
11.
10.
Alrighty. Everything I've described is what you see.
Perfect. All right. Well,
Actually, quick question. Sorry,
Yeah.
cut you off there, Simon. I think that was. Just quickly, like, is the outside illuminated by like moonlight and stuff? Because it's nighttime now, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So I think, yeah, it's basically the moonlight from the two moons that rise above the world of
So
Nostea.
it's fairly illuminated, but obviously, like, it's going to be darker in other spots and
It
stuff like
is,
that.
yeah.
It's like you'd be walking around at nighttime. You can see, but you can't see.
Yeah. The map itself had some natural light coming from the corridor, but that's not present unless you guys actively cast light.
Well, I'll still stick with Wiltix.
yeah.
I
no,
can
you-
obviously sort of see around me, but he can definitely see things.
Yep.
And then Azure, we can leave him be, and he can go off and do his little scout and spy stuff.
Yeah, so I'll just start scouting ahead.
Yeah.
Do we
absolutely.
know if we're heading south?
So you know that to get to the temple, you have to head north. So you're going to have to curve around either to the left or to the right.
Can we see any evidence of the priest?
Make me a survival check.
Oh, this is not a ranger. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I can try.
Oh, yeah. 8.
I'll have a look with my dark vision.
Oh, whole 10.
10's not too bad. 7 from Wiltix.
Oh.
Looking around, you can see that there are a number of tracks that have moved past this area, not from the tunnel, but the ground itself is pretty dry. It doesn't seem to be particularly easy to track anything, and the tracks that you can see, you think are people passing through. Maybe, very very hard to determine what's been here. As you guys exit the tunnel, you hear a whistle come up from behind you. As emerging from two of the rocks here, I rolled stealth, the lowest was a 15. As emerging from the rocks here, you see the familiar form of some motherfucking kobolds. The small red dragonoid faces, only about sort of 4 foot high, call out, and they're going to fling some slings at you. So I will get you guys to jump into initiative. They are going to do some swings, some slings before that happens. So feel free to roll initiative. Make sure you click on your tokens when you do initiative, and I'll switch us across.
I thought I did it.
Oh, it worked, I think.
No, I don't think
Oh,
it worked.
there it is.
Oh, no! No,
I don't think it
Andrew,
worked.
no.
I don't know if it worked for me either. Oh no, it did.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it worked.
Damn it. Mine did not work.
Oh, guys.
And
Guys.
Sorry, Owen.
That's okay.
Wiltix will go before me because he has high dex.
There we go.
Yeah, probably.
Perfect. Alrighty. So these guys are going to get a quick surprise round first. I just want to quickly do this.
Oh, by the way, Andrew, I think you can actually change your turn order. If you just click on the 9, left click, I think you can actually change it manually because I can do
Oh,
that.
cool. I can just make it what I got.
Yeah, so like Owen doesn't need to always.
Oh yeah, nice. Cool.
Perfect. Alrighty. So, excellent. Let me quickly organize this. So the kobolds are going to be first. They are going to make sling attacks against you because that's what they do. So let me quickly do this. I'll just quickly do this here. So, alrighty, they're each going to make an attack against one of you. They're gonna each make a sling attack against one of you. They're just gonna really, absolutely share this out evenly, because they're really friendly like that. So this one here is going to make an attack against Emeric first. So that's a sling. I'll make that a public roll. Does a 14 hit you?
Nope.
Next up, this one's going to make an attack against Wiltix. That's an 18 Wiltix.
Oh, yeah, just.
Oh no!
It's going to do
The shield.
6 damage. I'm so sorry. 6
Oh my
bludgeoning
God.
damage. This one here is going to make an attack against Mira.
Man, that just pelted you in the head.
Does a 9 hit you, Mira?
No!
And this one here is going to make a sling attack against Azure. So for podcast listeners, I should describe. Does a 15 hit you, Azure?
It does, yeah.
I'll quickly roll damage, then I'll describe what happens in this situation as all these things happen. 4 damage. As the party exit the tunnel, rock cliffs heading up to the castle walls on either side. From the cliffs above this secret tunnel, there are 4 kobolds lying in wait, 2 on either side. And as the party exit out, unaware of the presence of these kobolds, they are attacked as the 4 kobolds reach up and fling these rocks using their slings down towards the party. One strikes Wiltix in the head, hitting a deep gash across the back of his head. One of the rocks just bounces harmlessly off Emeric's armor. One of the rocks, now forewarned by the ding of that rock hitting Emeric's armor, the rock that swings towards Mira, she ducks nimbly out of the way and hisses in return. And as the last rock flings towards Azure, he's distracted by this movement of Mira as it clocks him on the shoulder. As that happens, the whistle goes off, and emerging from the shadow underneath...
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I know, it's not fun, is it? 2 more kobolds appear, and these are the ones who got the 19. So they've emerged from here. So they've both moved up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They can't quite get to you. But they are going to move up, and they're going to throw daggers. One dagger is going to be thrown at Mira, one at Emeric, seeing that you guys didn't get hit by the surprise of those rocks flying down. This one's against you, Emeric. Oh my god, does a 23 hit you?
Jeepers.
Look, it's pretty close.
Might just hit.
Yeah.
4 piercing damage, and this one here is going to make an attack against Mira as these kobolds run out of the shadow and dash towards you. Nope, 6, can't hit Mira. Mira's immortal this round.
Oh my god.
As Mira sort of ducks low to avoid this stone, she sees these kobolds out of the corner of her eye rushing towards her, and this hatred builds within her, and she growls menacingly, causing the kobold to, as it tries to throw the dagger, take a step back. The dagger just flies uselessly over her head. Azure, it is your turn.
The fact that I was hit has annoyed me quite. And I move up towards these 2, and I'm going to make an attack roll against this guy directly in front of me.
Yeah, so the 2 kobolds that dash out of the darkness towards you, not phased by the rock that slammed into you before, Azure, you duck low, run forwards, and begin wailing on this kobold. Make me some attacks.
I swing out my quarterstaff.
11 is not enough, I'm sorry. It just swings over the head of the kobold. So close.
So I'll swing once, it goes over the head,
Yep.
and I make an uppercut as a bonus action.
12 hits, yep. 3 bludgeoning damage.
And then
to that
3
one.
bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
So I imagine that I've jumped too high and outswung the quarterstaff, but then the butt just catches them under the chin.
Yeah, I mean, even you could say that the original hit of that rock before, you didn't quite realize that this has actually done some damage to your arm, and as you swing the quarterstaff, your arm isn't as mobile as it was before, and you lose that ability to attack. But now that you're aware of that limitation in the arm, that bruise that's now forming, you lash out with your fist, just punching this thing in the face. Did you want to spend some key points to do some more unarmed strikes?
No, I better save it.
Save it for later. Any bonus actions? Oh no, that was your bonus action.
That was my bonus action.
Beautiful. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I might just move. Actually, yeah, no, that's fine.
Alrighty, Emeric, you're
All
up.
good.
Oh no, it'd be Wiltix. He's got high dex.
Oh yes, sorry, Wiltix.
Look, I'm pretty pissed off that everyone else had a little stone thrown at them, but
Yeah.
because I'm so much smaller, it felt like a boulder. So I'm going to turn around and ignoring the two guys in front of me, whichever one of the which side was the left or the right hand side that threw the
The one on the
stone
right hand side flung it at you.
on the right side. Yep, I'm turning around and I am shooting an arrow at one of the two that I thought threw the boulder.
Absolutely.
So
23.
a 23 hit.
Yes,
Oh.
it does. 23 just hits. 23.
Just hit.
23
Cool.
just impales this thing with 9 damage. How do you want to do this?
Oh, well, actually, I still have my lovely thunder damage as well from before, so obviously I don't need to roll that if he's already dead. But
How long does that last for, just out of interest?
until I put the weapon down.
Oh my
or a
God.
short long rest.
Jesus.
Yeah, so as long as I keep holding onto that weapon, on activating the right, you take 4 damage. Magical and lasts while you hold the weapon or until you complete a short long rest. So, anyway,
Yeah, nicely done.
for a brief moment, what I would like, depending on... Do you want me to roll damage just to see how much light it might cause? Because I'd like to light up the area if I could.
So it's thunder damage?
Oh, sorry, it's thunder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Just wanted to check.
Ah, damn. Otherwise, yes, I would have liked to light up the area. Yep. Big bang, and Cobalt just gone, disappears.
Yeah, it's gone. It just basically burns through it. Anything else in your turn, Wiltix?
I'd like to yell out, "Fuck you! Fuck you, Cobalt!" I don't know if it was you or your friend that threw that boulder, but if I was you, I'd run away.
Make me an intimidation check, just out of interest.
Oh, that's 17.
17.
I'm not as... Yeah.
17. Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah, I mean, there's fear steals across this face as it looks down at you. The body of its friend, smote upon the ruin of the rock. It doesn't look like it's had a great time. Anything else on your turn, Wiltix?
Sure. I would like to move just a little bit to 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to the edge of the mountainside or whatever that is, the hillside there. So I'm a little bit out of the way of those two kobolds on the ground, and hopefully at a point where the other two on the top of the left-hand side of the ridge might struggle to hit me.
Alrighty. Fantastic. Emeric, you're up next.
So these over here, how easy is it to scale the rock?
It looks like
face?
it's going to be difficult terrain, so you'll be moving at half your movement to climb up. It looks like there's going to be... It's not going to involve any checks, but it does look like it's difficult to climb.
Okay. So, with that in mind, I'm not really going to reach those two kobolds. I'm going to pull... So Emeric's going to pull the dagger out of that just got thrown into him.
Yeah.
He's going to look at the kobold that threw it, and he's just going to have this big grin on his face as he gets out his halberd and he just books it for it, just sprints. So we'll go here and we'll do a attack with the halberd.
Absolutely.
Oh yes, I think that might hit.
How
22.
How do you want to do this?
So I do that sequence that I just described, and then I sort of rear back a little bit, and then just sort of spring forward with my halberd off to my side. And as I come through it, as I come to it, it sort of cowers. I guess it's like ah! As I sort of come from the side and just sweep and take out its knees.
Yeah.
Basically, dismembering its knees. Because there's a lot of damage.
That's amazing, yeah.
So I do that, and then it's obviously bled out and died.
Yep.
Then I'm going to
So dramatic.
I'm going to do a bonus action now,
Mhm.
and I'm going to do the polearm attack.
Yep.
The blunt end. So I sort of flipped it around now, and I'm sort of coming down with the hilts. Actually, no, I've swept through, taken its legs out, and as I've done that, I'll just sort of flip it around and hit the other one, I guess. We'll just do that.
Absolutely, yeah. Make
So
an attack.
I'll move forward.
Yep. So the momentum carries you forward as you swing this thing past.
Yeah. So I'll just do a normal halberd attack.
Yep.
14 hit.
14 hits. And roll that
All right.
d4.
So I'll roll a d4.
I think
That's
this
4
is-
plus.
Yep. It had
3.
two hit points left. So how do you want to do this?
Okay, cool. So yeah, so I've taken the legs out of the other
Mhm.
one, and I sort of masterfully sort of swing my halberd around, and as I do that, I just come down on its head with the blunt end of my halberd and crack its skull.
Yeah, and you watch as these two kobolds that ran out of the dark after throwing these daggers at Azure and after throwing the daggers at Mira and Emeric. The one that Azure had damaged, you take out easily, and then this second kobold you just smote upon the ground. They are no more.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn, Emeric?
Looks like a storm, you could say.
Yeah, it looks like there's been some heavy damage. Yeah, anything else on your turn?
So I didn't really move much. So I'll probably just go. I only really moved like 10 feet.
Yeah,
So-
you've only moved 10 feet so far, yeah.
I'll go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll just go there.
Awesome. Anything else on your turn?
That'd be it.
Cool. Emerging from the darkness, two humans step out. One male, one female. One of them wielding a short sword, one of them wielding a crossbow. As they look towards these two kobolds that have been cut down, the man turns to the woman and goes, "Well, I think we might have ourselves a bit of fun here, love." She looks towards him.
Yes, it seems that we're going to have a bit of time to play.
And they are going to look towards you. I think I'm going to roll a d4. So Emeric 1, Azure 2, Mira 3, Wiltix 4. That's 1 for Emeric. That's 1 for they're both going for Emeric. I'm so sorry.
Perfect.
So sorry. So this one here does a... Sorry, let me just quickly roll this. I'm guessing a 13 doesn't hit you.
Thank God.
And this next one... I'm guessing a 19 does, though.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so the 19 is this bow, this crossbow twangs across. The arrow streaks towards you and slams into your knee. That's going to deal... That's only 3 piercing damage. That's not too bad.
Oh,
Um,
better than the dagger.
Yeah, the cultists are not doing... The bandits are not doing as much damage as the kobolds. That's their turn. Because they've moved up the full 30 feet. Yeah, they're not going to do their bonus actions. Alright, Mira, your turn.
Alright. Surrounded. Excellent. Mira will cast Frostbite at this kobold up here.
Absolutely, yeah. So you look up to one of the ones on the cliff, point your finger towards it and cast Frostbite. Sorry, yes, I'll make a con
What's
save.
that mean? Yes.
Yes, I'll make a con save.
That didn't roll to hit, though. Why didn't it roll to hit?
It won't roll to hit because it's just a con save.
Is it?
Just a con
Frostbite's
save.
con save, yeah. So I'm guessing an 11 is not
Yes.
enough, given that it's a DC 13.
It's only a single point of cold damage. But disadvantage on your next turn.
I take that disadvantage.
Hey,
Alrighty.
that's nice.
Let's mark that so that we know for future. So it's this one here. So he takes. What about that symbol? There we go.
Oh, is this boy?
Oh, apologies.
Close boy.
And he takes 1 cold damage.
He does.
He does. He takes 1 cold damage.
He's taken it. Don't you worry. Anything else you want to turn?
She'll go up to here and take cover behind this boulder on her next.
Awesome. Alrighty, it's the two groups of kobolds. Except it's not, because the group of kobolds who rushed you are dead. So it's just these kobolds up on the cliff. So this one here who's got disadvantage, I'll do that one first. It's going to make... it's going to go for Mira, seeing as you just did cold damage to it. So there's a disadvantage, and you've got partial cover, which gives you a +1 AC. So I don't think this is going to hit you. Let me quickly roll and see. So we've got disadvantage.
Natural 20. Watch it come up.
No,
Watch
I
this.
rolled a 7.
Ah,
So no,
can't hit me tonight.
Doesn't
Can't
hit
hit
you.
me tonight.
can't hit you tonight.
Woo!
Don't tempt me. This one's going to make
Don't-
a ranged attack. I'll roll a d6. 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4,
no.
5, 6. This one's going for Azure. Sorry, Azure.
Is it alright?
Oh no, I rolled another 6. No, it's not touching you. as this
Oh my God.
rock just flies
Swing out
overhead.
the way.
Yeah. After that, this one's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As it comes down the cliff, rushing towards you. This one's going to do the same. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As they rush towards you. And then this one here is going to make an attack against Wiltix. So this is going to give you got a +1 AC for this Wiltix. Does a 16 hit you if you have a +1 to your armor class?
not.
Okay, yeah, this rock just flies over your head. Azure, you're up. He will then move down. Sorry, Wiltix 5, 10, 15, 20.
I'm going to throw I see the two coming up against Mira. I'm going to rush up against them and make a
Save me,
quarterstaff
Monk.
swing.
Save me.
Absolutely, yeah, make it.
That's 14 to hit, and that's 6 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yay.
I imagine I just hit him straight under the mouth as he just flies backwards.
So you see this kobold runs down the cliff, screaming, "Ah!" And then as it reaches the bottom, running to strike Mira, your quarterstaff just out of nowhere hits it right in the head, and all of that momentum gets thrown back as it's pushed up against the side of the cliff. What do you reckon? Thrown about 5, 10 feet away?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice, good hit.
Yeah, absolutely. Just
And my
cracks to the
momentum
ground.
carries me forward 5 feet, and I make
Absolutely.
an unarmed strike against this guy.
Oh, please do.
18 to hit and 4
yeah.
bludgeoning damage.
Oh, and this one has already taken 1 hit. Yeah, so it had 4 health left.
That's
How do you want
enough.
to do this?
I hit it straight in the sweet spot
Yep.
on the neck, and it just drops.
That's exactly what
It
happens.
crumbles to the ground.
Oh my goodness. Two kills in 2 turns. Azure, you're on fire. Any other movement, or are you happy where you are?
I'll move up against just beside Emeric.
So 5, 10, 15. Yep, you're fine there. Wiltix, what would you like to do? You got a kobold running towards you as it pelts down the hill towards you, pulling out a dagger ready to stab you in your chest.
I would have liked to have shot him, but he's a bit too close for me to shoot at, isn't he?
If you shoot at him now, you'll have disadvantage on the attack.
Look, I'll give it a go. They're not very. Their AC is not too bad. I just don't want to lose my thunder.
He's
but,
wearing a Hessian sack. His armor class is pretty low.
let's give this a go. So
So you got disadvantage, unfortunately. 10 is already not enough, but let's see if you get a natural
hit.
1. So if you roll it again, I think it might pop up. Just out of interest.
Is Simon there?
fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry. Some of my stuff just crapped itself for a second there. Cool. So I don't hit him.
Do you want to roll it again just in case? Because a natural 1 would be hilarious. Because you do have disadvantage. That's
Okay.
22. Okay. Unfortunately, I have to take the 10. Yeah, as this thing runs towards you down the cliff, your aim is a little bit put out, and as you go to fire, it just goes straight underneath through the gap between the arm and the ribs.
I'm just gonna yell at him. I told you to fuck off.
It just as you sort of shoot past, it goes.
You're gonna have to try harder than that to hit me.
Emeric.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at the guys that just started shooting bows at me. I'm like, "Oi, that bloody hurt, didn't it now?" I'm coming for you now, mate. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm gonna go here, and then I'm going to. Well, let's see if you like this little present. When I mean present, I actually mean my halberd. Enjoy. Ah, no! 11 doesn't hit, does it, Owen?
It's not quite. Sorry.
Ah. Well, look, that wasn't super crash hot, but how about I do this for you, alright? My one-time offer. And then, just as I say that, I just try and do sneakily, like, hit him with my bonus action bludgeoning damage.
All right. Yeah. Let's see it. Let's see that in action.
I try and do it, like, sneakily, though. I'll just do a normal halberd attack.
Yep.
Damn
no,
it!
no, 8 is not enough. I'm sorry.
You're quite wily. You definitely know how to move.
Yeah, so you're swinging at the female bandit, and she just sort of moves agilely in and out of your swings and laughs and goes, "Oh, hun, it's a valiant effort, but I'm gonna have to kill you now."
Well, that's not really kind. I thought we were just, getting onto something good.
Well, I think we're
I finally found love.
I think we're going to bring the evening to a bit of a point, don't you? She moves up and stabs you with her dagger.
Wait a sec.
Nice.
I still have movement 10 feet.
Oh, yeah. Did you want to move?
So I would have moved just 1 foot out.
Okay,
5
yeah.
foot out.
Okay. In that case, seeing you with this halberd moving it around... No, look, I've already said that's what she's doing. She moves up. Take your opportunity attack. She doesn't know.
Honey.
She doesn't know.
Let's see if you can tangle. Let's see if your words can back up your actions can back up your words. Oh, I'm just gonna stop. Damn it!
She just, again, as you swing the halberd, she goes, "Oh, that was close," and then steps up and stabs you with her dagger. Let's see. Oh, I'm thinking an 18 might hit you.
Fuck.
Does it?
Yes, I just have horrible. Look at all these bad fucking hits.
I know. It's 3 in a row.
And then she hits me.
3 in a row. I will say, actually, so the rule of the three terrible things in a row, you do now have a reroll available to you for the future.
Okay.
You've had 3 bad rolls in a row. But let's use the have fun. Let's use the have fun rule.
Have fun, coin.
Have fun, coin.
Have fun.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you,
High
Mark.
rollers. Yeah, that's going to be 7 piercing
my
damage.
God.
Are you okay?
Look, I'm still up.
Okay, that's all right then. Because it's cultist number 2, bandit number 2. Seeing
very,
you
very, 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 very low.
very much hurt. Seeing you hurt, he's going to move straight past. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to step on the body of the kobold. Let me just get rid of that kobold body. Let's just put it there. And he's going to make an attack against Azure, seeing you engaged with his partner. 14 Azure?
That is my armor class.
Then that's going to hit. I'm sorry, that's going to be 6 slashing damage as he brings his short sword around and strikes it against you. These guys look a little bit tougher than your average bandit. Mira, you are up.
Okay, so again, as usual, people are falling around me. Which of the 2 bandits are looking more hurt?
Neither of them look
None.
like they've been hurt. at
Neither
all.
of them look like they're hurt.
Neither of them look like they've taken any damage.
She's dodged all 3 of my attacks.
In that case, I will cast Chromatic Orb at the boy at the back.
Oh, so at the woman engaged with Emeric. I mean, who knows? You said you're talking about love. Maybe she will be engaged with you, Emeric. All right, yeah. So make me a chromatic orb attack.
Be fire.
I'm on your side. Let's see this. Fire. Okay, nice.
23.
23. Oh my
14
God.
fire damage.
How do you want to do this? As you just incinerate her.
Whoa.
How do you want to do it?
Sorry, Emeric. Looks like I crashed your party.
My perspective. Why? Fart in the thing.
I was hoping you'd be like, not so crash hot, Emeric. And then, nice. As you just incinerate her, there's no time for her to even scream. As this ball of fire energy just strikes into her chest, she sort of looks down with this surprised look as it just passes straight through Emeric, straight past Emeric, and then she just immolates instantly, and all that's left is ash. The guy who's engaged.
Mira looks pretty surprised as well, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. The bandit who's attacking Azure turns around, this look of horror on his face. He goes, "What, Natalie? What?"
Oh.
She had a name.
Oh yeah.
No.
They're all named. Next up is the kobold who's with Wiltix. I like there's this crazy intense battle going on, and there's just Wiltix and this kobold just scrabbling away at each other, like slapping their hands up against each other. Wiltix, this kobold's gonna just have a bit of a stabby stab at you.
Rude.
9 doesn't hit you, does it?
No, it
No,
doesn't.
cool. The ridiculousness of this continues. Azure, this guy is right up in your grill.
I'm going to make a quarterstaff attack at this guy.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to make it non-lethal.
Okay,
Yes.
fantastic.
So I want to try and subdue him 19, so 10 damage.
Two-handed, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
As you crack
So I imagine
him
I kind of
across.
swing around, like, sometimes I kind of jump up in a pirouette
Yeah.
and like two-handed smack him with both sides of the quarterstaff.
Absolutely. He's still standing at this point, but that looks like it dealt a heavy blow.
And then as I land, I like sheath the quarterstaff behind my back
Mhm.
and elbow him in the face.
Absolutely.
With an unarmed strike. 20
Natural
and nat
20.
20.
You just knock him the fuck out. As your elbow comes around, he's sort of still dazed and reeling from being hit by this quarterstaff. His sort of ears are ringing. He seems really lost and disoriented. And then this elbow just comes out of nowhere, cracks across his skull, and he just drops like a sack of potatoes to the floor.
Nice.
Anything else in your turn,
Jump,
Azure?
Azure.
Everyone else is down, aren't they?
Except the
Cool.
kobold.
No, just
Oh, the
Wiltix and the kobold
Just,
haven't rolled.
just leave them.
Oh my god.
I can only move, so I can't really do anything to assist.
Alrighty. Wiltix, you're up, mate.
Look, I'd like to convince the kobold to lay down his arms, and he can also be a prisoner.
Yeah, do it, absolutely. How do you
sure.
do that? How do you do it?
Kobold, your fellow fighters have all fallen. Would you like to lay down your arms, and we can take you as a prisoner? So, persuasion. I
Yeah,
suppose.
make me a persuasion check. Or an intimidation check, I guess. You're threatening his life.
Either way, -1. So
Oh,
3. I'm gonna make a public roll. I'm gonna make a public roll for this so that you guys can see that I'm.
Oh,
that was...
He looks at you. He's like,
I'm not scared of you. I'm scared of them.
fair enough. How tall is a kobold?
he's as tall as you.
Damn, I was hoping I was a little bit taller just to at least have that on him. But
Well,
okay, fine.
how tall are you, Wiltix? Out of interest.
About a little bit taller than 3.5 feet, so I'd say 3'7", 3'8".
Okay, no, then yeah, you're about the same height as him. If you jump, you can get a bit ahead of him.
No, look,
Or would you like me to fetch you a box?
I'll make myself appear tall with the cantrip. Anyway, I will. Yeah, I have to stab him then. Stab him with my lovely little rapier.
I mean, you don't have to stab him, but
Oh, look, I
just so you know, I mean, you've got a choice.
Nah, I have to.
Okay, you have to. All right.
I kind of have to.
Okay,
I mean,
alright, that's
he
fine.
wasn't intimidated by me, so
20. How do you want to do this? You just run him through. Yeah, 22 hits, 9 piercing damage. How do you want to do it?
Talk, stab.
yeah,
You don't have to kill him. This can be non-lethal damage, like Azure did.
Nah, fuck him. He might have been one of the ones that threw the boulder at me.
Okay. He was
I gave
actually.
it to him. Yeah, no, I'm just going to stab him straight. We'll just go right into the chest.
As the rapier pierces through, he goes
I'm sorry, I was scared of you.
as he dies.
They all are.
In the end, they're all scared of Wiltix. Eventually, you guys are out of initiative. That's it.
bloody hell! That battle hell. I am definitely not the tip-top shape that I normally am.
Mira will come up and just hold out a healing potion. Just
Oh.
kind of shake it.
Oh,
Be
thanks.
prepared.
I'm kind of the same here. I'm half as strong as what I was doing before we left.
I'm feeling
Hi.
less than.
I have 2 HP.
Oh dear.
Ooh, we almost got to see the injury table.
Oh, damn.
So when a player drops to 0 hit points, not only are they making death saves, they're also rolling me an injury, depending on the type of damage they sustained. I've got tables for every single type of damage you can get in D&D,
Perfect.
and different injuries associated with them. I've had a lot of fun compiling this.
I'm
I'm not a psychopath, but
But I imagine you can, like, get them healed and stuff like that.
yeah, you can. Yeah, so there's two spells used to heal these injuries. There's heal minor injury and heal major injury.
Cool.
And most clerics can learn them. As a paladin, you will be able to learn it eventually too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a second level spell.
Okay, so the healing pots, what do they do again? Is it 2d4?
Yeah, normal healing
Plus-
potion is 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, so I'll just roll 2 d4s. That's a 1 and a 4, so that's literally like the average.
So plus 2 is
5
seven,
plus 2
7
is
hit points.
7.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
I'm also gonna
Pretty
lay
good.
on hands
7 hit
myself.
points in, not bad, looking good.
But
Good sores.
Good.
I'm gonna also lay on.
Good potion.
I'm gonna lay on hands as well. 5 HP. Because I used 5 HP before. Actually, no, we haven't had a long rest.
Haven't had a long rest.
So I only have 5. The ones I got from the level up.
Mm.
So I'm on 14 out of 22. So I'm
That's-
okay.
that's pretty good. That's mostly all of my health. Wiltix, did you want one as well? I've got one more.
I'm 11 out of 20, so
Oh, you're fine.
I'll be on top. Look at me. I'm a big ball of energy. And,
I like that we've just dropped all pretense of like trying to RP what damage looks like. I'm 11 out of 20. Sir, I have
I'll
suffered.
keep my score.
I have suffered some
There's
grievous
a
wounds.
reason I didn't be a healer.
Sir, I've suffered grievous wounds, but I feel I am ready to continue the fight, at least for that amount of damage more. Oh my god. Alright.
Have you seen the meme that's going around at the moment about coronavirus? So instead of saying I'm isolating at home because I don't want to get sick, it's I've taken an oath of seclusion to
Yeah.
fight the plague.
It feels very Viking.
That's
and,
so much more.
So much better.
So much more legendary.
when
much
this
more
shit
RP.
is when this shit is still around, when Assassin's Creed Valhalla comes out, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'll be taking
Oh,
an
it
oath
will
of
be.
solitude to protect myself from the plague. Alrighty. What would you guys like to do? You are alone, surrounded by these bodies. You can see the doors heading back to the secret tunnel are just open. What would you guys like to do?
I'm taking a note of Emeric's book, and I'm going to just kick the dead kobold in the head a few times.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Don't know about that character development.
Oh no, fuck him.
Yeah.
I sort of go to Azure and like I nudge him and go, "Well, Wiltix is a bit off kilter, isn't he? What's going on there?
I don't think he likes fighting that kobold.
Man, it's weird. Who would do that?
As you heel kick the guy in the head.
Who would actually do that to people? Like what?
Just
Kidding? I do that shit. He's obviously I've been rubbing off on him, the little tacker.
You've been a very bad influence. Let's be honest.
I just sort of drop all my grins and everything and just look at you deadpan, like, what did you say?
I'm joking, my friend. You bad influence.
Ah! I'm joking too. Ah! Oh, I nearly got you there, didn't I?
No. Well, you maybe.
I like start laughing and I just hit you on the back, like with my palm, like just a big like
Just
that happens.
completely amenable. I'm going to tie up this
That's a
guy
good
that's
idea.
passed out at my
Yeah.
feet.
Absolutely.
a good
I think we
idea.
should probably drag him back into the tunnel and secure him inside the tunnel.
Absolutely, yeah. So, when you're tying him up, make me a sleight of hand check to do a really solid knot. 13. Cool. And where did you want him? Just back up in the tunnel, about there?
I think I'd want to drag him. And are there any turns in the tunnel, or is it as
There's a
straight?
door.
There's these
that
doors
is
here. You could just close the doors.
Melded into like the mountain.
Oh yeah, okay. Can we close the doors?
Yeah, so the lock.
I
The
thought they
lock's
were
been
too.
the lock's been removed. You could just push these closed.
Yeah, let's do that.
Beautiful.
I guess time is of the essence right now, isn't it? To save the people in the church. Like a short rest would be nice, but I don't think it would make sense to have one right now.
That's up to you guys. I can't answer that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Look,
fair.
I think we better get moving and
I think
assess the
time-
situation.
Did we check the body of the woman that we struck down?
Oh, I think she obliterated.
No. It's probably a good
She-
idea.
she's
I'm
turned
hanging
to
over
ash.
a corpse. I yeah, okay. There's no point even looking through it then. She's
But
just ash.
you can look through the body of the guy that you. There you go. How's that?
Nice.
You can look through the body of the guy you knocked out if you wanted to do that.
Oh yeah, can we take his weapons off him?
Yeah, you take his weapons, absolutely. So he was wielding a short sword,
I'll let Azure do
and he
this
had a
because his charge.
he had a light crossbow as well.
Oh cool, I take that from him.
Yeah, you can add a short
And
sword and a light
I'm going to
crossbow.
take a piece of cloth, and I'm covering his mouth so he can't scream.
Very nicely done. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's a great idea, actually.
Really good idea. Alrighty. Anything else?
I mean, like, I'm probably just gonna loot the kobolds and stuff. We don't need to make a big spectacle of it. I'll just do a quick investigation check.
Perfect. Yeah, make me an investigation check.
Not much.
7. You find you find 3 copper pieces. I'm so sorry. These roll tables have not been kind to you for looting bodies, Emeric.
I have actually rolled pretty poorly tonight.
It's not been a full night. I think this is a really good spot for a quick break. We've been going for exactly an hour and a half. This seems like a really good spot to pause, and we'll be back for part 2 of episode 3. Thank you so much for joining us.
Perfect.
Good night, all.